Tread lightly.
Yes, my lord.
No one orders me around. This is more like it. Speak, fool. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly.
Our brethren's town
At
is under
last.
attack.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. Finally. At last. Finally. At last.
First blood.
This is more like it. Speak, fool. Tread lightly. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it.
Our brethren's town is under attack.
Finally. For the Lich King. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. At last. You will know endless. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Finally. I'll make sure you suffer. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Finally. Now Frostmourne. At last. Finally. At last. What is it now? Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
Dominating.
At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. For the Lich King. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. I'll make sure
Our
you
brethren's
suffer.
town is under attack.
At last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. This is more like it. At last. You will endless. Frostmourne hungers. Glory to the Scourge. At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
Mega kill.
No one orders me around. What is it now? This is more like it. At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. At Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne
Our brethren's
hungers.
town is under attack.
At last. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne
Town is
hungers.
under attack.
At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. At last. Speak, fool. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. This is more like it.
Double kill.
What is it now? Finally. This is more like it.
Our brethren's town is under attack.
Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is what. This is
Our brethren's town is under attack.
at last. This is more like it. At last. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.